Hello Virgo, thanks for joining me for the April 2018 Tarot Scopes. As always, we're going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which is my own creation, followed by pulling a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. I wanted to let everybody know that I'm offering a new reading for a short time for the spring, well, Northern Hemisphere, for the season, for the equinox. And it's good for April, May, and June. And it's based on astrology, but it's also a psychic reading. It's a really cool reading that I've done for years for myself, and I just totally forgot about it. Because once I started doing YouTube, I was just doing the new and full moon readings and these, and I totally lost track of that. And I recently remembered, I go, well, that is such a cool reading. And I ran the chart for myself, and then I said I should be offering these for people to buy, and so I did. I put it on the website. It's astrology is the main tool that I use, but it's still a psychic reading. It's not just a dry astrology reading. It's a psychic reading, and it's for the months of April, May, June, for the season. So you can check out my website if you want to look into that and check it out. Boy, it looks like it's going to be love time for you Virgos. We got all these love cards. Look at this. 10 of Cups, 4 of Rods, 2 of Cups. These are all major love cards and have to do with major commitments, getting married, moving in together. You know, both of these cards, this is the marriage card, but this can also represent a marriage or relationship really becoming more serious, taking a turn for the, towards a more serious commitment. The 2 of Cups was the very first card out, so that kind of set the tone, because the 2 of Cups is the soulmate card. So it's a time of soulmates, and for many of you, it could be this King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be a man. Excuse me, I want to get a little piece of sludge. Even though it's represented as a male in the card, because we're reading for so many people. So whatever you're, whoever you're attracted to, could be male, female, anybody. And could be a water sign, which would be a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. And that's very compatible with you, Virgos, because you guys are earth signs, and it's very compatible. And so that would be a nice compatibility anyway. The thing about the King, as opposed to the Knight, even if it's a woman, whoever, the King is the King. The King isn't a child. The King is a grown person who is an adult, who is looking for a relationship. The King holds out the loving cup there. They're looking for a relationship. They're not playing games. They're not playing the field. They're not playing head games. They are somebody who's looking for, who's serious and is a more mature person. Doesn't mean they're older necessarily. It can be, because with age comes wisdom. But it just means that they are, they're somebody that you can really count on, which is something that Virgos really look for, The moon is there, so it could be like we're having a full moon in water. We're having a full moon in Scorpio, so it could be that full moon in Scorpio. That's recurring on the 29th of April, so all the way at the end of the month. But this seems to be before the end of the month happening, The moon is there, so it says that you're very intuitive this month. You're very psychic, you're very in tune. Pay attention to your dreams when the moon card shows up. The moon in relationship to the soulmate and all this lovey-dovey stuff here, this would mean that you really have a psychic connection with this person. That you can just read each other's minds, you can finish each other's sentences, you'll think about them, and then you get a text or the phone rings and it's them. So you're connected. There's this unspoken, different kind of energy. It's it's there. Now, take out this part of it, take out this second row, just look at this, and, it can be, this can be just any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be your lover. It doesn't have to be your romantic interest necessarily. But it's somebody that you're connected to, big time. It could be a work relationship. It could be a lot of different things. It could be, your father, your brother, your sister. It could be, it's a relation. It's a soulmate relationship. There does seem to be love and romance happening though, but it could be completely different stuff. You know, this could be somebody that you're really on tune with, and then this is your relationship, which is a separate entity. There does seem to be a little bit of disappointment around this Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So that's some kind of money that you're hoping for, or new beginning and money that you were trying to get started. And in reverse, it means that it probably didn't happen. It may have to do with this person. If this is your partner, maybe this is their job or their thing that they were trying to do. If this is, if this is, you know, you might not get a job, but then this other person offers you a different job, you know. This is a time, I wouldn't really worry too much about this, because this is a time of great joy and happiness, and we've got this Ten of Cups here. That's, the tens are always the most. Like the aces are just the beginning, and then the 10 is the fulfillment, the most. The Ten of Cups is the most love, the most happiness, the most joy that you could even experience. So it's there. Some of you, maybe you are, if it's not relationship oriented, maybe you're wanting to, you know, buy a move, and you find the perfect house, or you find the perfect apartment. Because there is indication of maybe moving down here too, when these two cards show together. Or traveling. But shifting. This is a card of shifting. Shifting from the old turbulent waters into the new, smoother sailing. Towards this group. Towards the Hierophant. The Hierophant is always a group. It's always, let me bring my stuff down here. I don't know why I stopped doing that. Let me pull my crystals into the reading. It's always a group. And it's something you want to go towards. It's something that's going to bring you more peace of mind. It's something that's going to give you more structure. Keeps standing out to me, but not structure in a bad way. Structure in a good way. Stability. You know, stability is a big thing for you this month. Again, this news that's disappointing seems to be about this new money thing. You know, if anybody's holding out for a job and you don't get it, don't worry, because something really great else is coming along here. And I see tour and go too. So some of you, if this is the kind of work that you do, like maybe you're a touring musician, or, you know, there's many people who book tour, you know, this could be on, you know. Book tour is pretty strong too, because the Hierophant, it does rule over books and libraries and stuff like that too, I believe. Or maybe speaking engagements at libraries and those kind of things. Medical also. So some of you may be, if you're giving talks in medical places, you know, to medical community, healing kind of things, that could be as well. But boy, is it a month of a lot of happiness and joy. Maybe some of you will be traveling to attend somebody else's wedding. You might be traveling to attend a wedding or something like that. But it seems to be you're heading towards this happiness, this joy, and this person has a lot to do with it. Maybe they're offering you a job, but maybe they're a lover, you know. It could be a... What's that? Have mercy. What's that song? Forgot to be a lover. Have mercy. I think it's Billy Idol. I got to be a lover. Have mercy, baby. What is that? I don't know. We'll try to look it up. But anyways, let's get our animal totem for our Virgo friends. Don't forget to check out that equinox reading if you are interested. And I have other readings available, as well as decks and t-shirts and books, and just all sorts of stuff are available on my site. So please do visit. The skunk. Yeah, look out. Look out. Here comes the skunk. This means everybody's going to notice you. And it definitely is like you're giving off these pheromones, like these sexual energy. So if you are looking for love, look out. Asserting yourself. Commanding respect. Yeah. If this wasn't... This wouldn't have been anything that you would have been respected and are a good choice for you, so I wouldn't worry about it. Enhanced perception. That's that moon energy. Enhanced perception. Clairescence, aromatherapy, kundalini rising, attracting a lover, absolutely. Walking the path devoid of obstructions, yeah. Skunk is totally like, look out. He doesn't get out of the way for anybody. Everybody gets out of the way of the skunk. You know, the skunk has its way. They're in charge of everything. Everybody gets out of the way of the skunk, and they walk their own path. They don't veer off the path for anybody, you know. So walk your own path. If these things that seem like disappointments, that may seem like a disappointment probably aren't. They probably aren't. I mean, well, it might still be a disappointment, but there's something even better just right there waiting, or right around the corner. So I wouldn't put any of my energy or anything into that. This could have came up, something might have started in air, so that might have been around the time of Aquarius even. So this might have been in late December through late January when we were in Aquarius time. It could have been somewhere around there. For some of you, that's definitely true. And these days, you know, the interview process can last months and everything. So it might have been something that you set your sights on back in Aquarius time, in like February. Find out it doesn't come through in this 4th month of April. And all of a sudden, bam, 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 because you turn your attention away from it. Many of you are falling in love. Many of you are getting married. Let me see if I can pull up that Billy Idol thing real quick. Lyrics for Got to Be, is it called Got to Be a Lover? Have Mercy. Got to Be a Lover. I believe it's Billy Idol, yeah. There we go. Have I told you lately that I love you? Oh, if I didn't, darling, you see, I'm so sorry. Didn't reach out and hold you in these loving arms. Well, if I didn't, oh baby, well, I'm sorry. Well, I realize that you need love too. Gonna spend my life making love to you. Got to be a lover, have mercy. Forgot to be a lover. Make it on through to you somehow. Got to be a lover. Well, did I ask you? Yes. Yes, would you come and share? Oh, share. Oh, the burden and the task. That's a love's command. Did I say all those love and special things that you know that you long to hear, to show you how much I care? Okay, I'm not going to read on about it. It's a love song, you know. So, there was something in there about, it reminded me of the moon, but, I'm not finding it right off anymore, but, yeah, love is in the air for you, and especially with the skunk coming out. Even if you're not really looking, you're going to be attracting, you know. Those pheromones are happening, baby. I know you Virgos can be a little shy like that, but, you know, hey, if you got it, flaunt it. You know, this is the month to really put yourself out there. If you are looking for love, you could definitely be finding it. And if you're already in a relationship, your relationship could just be in a really happy time and a really happy place. You know, there's nothing in here to indicate it's necessarily anybody new. I don't have an Ace of Cups or anything. Or like a death, like it's an end of an old and a beginning of a new. If you're in a long-term relationship, you might just be, if you're in a long-term relationship, you know that it ebbs and flows. So you might be in a time where it's just peaking, you know, and you're just, happy things are happening. Happy things are happening. I like that. Okay, Virgos, thank you guys so much. Please check out my love site. I got love on the brain. My website, where I got all this kind of stuff, and the Lots of Love, which is a tool for divination that's specifically for love. Check out the equinox readings. I got t-shirts, other readings, all sorts of good stuff. Like everything that you do to purchasing my wares and my goods and services, that all goes towards these readings being free every month on YouTube. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, donating. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of April. Till next time.